Hello my MC Gorgeous Lovelies, what's up? This is your girl MC Gorgeous back with another video, actually a story time of how I dislocated my knee. And I'm not talking about once, I'm talking about twice. Twice the pain on the same knee. So let's get down to it. Okay guys, let's get down to business and let me tell you about the story time of how I actually felt the most intense pain of my life around 2017. So around 2017, I was still in my high school, my final year of high school, A levels. And we were supposed to be sitting our final exams around November, late November. Yeah, or was it early November? I don't remember. But in 2017. And I managed to screw up myself by dislocating my right knee, guys. This is how it went down. I remember not going to school for a week. I don't remember the reasons, but I just remember not going to school for a week. But on Friday, I decided that I have to go to school. I have to go to school, and back then it was me and my baby brother. We used to study in the same school. So I'm like, you know what, Friday I have to go to school and it's casual day, casual day where you don't wear a uniform. It's a special thing in Uganda. You don't wear a uniform, you're allowed to wear your home clothes and just get the swagger on. And then they'll be selling ice cream and all that good stuff, guys. So I'm like, okay, let me go to school on Friday. Now it's Thursday, now midnight approaches, and I'm still in the sitting room watching movies. By that time, my mother wasn't around. She had traveled to Mbarara, which is another district in Uganda. And then she had just left four of us at home. There was me, my big brother, my baby brother, and then kind of a house help to just help around while she was gone, because she couldn't leave us completely alone. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to cook. We didn't know how to wash. We didn't even know how to take care of ourselves. So like, we're only four. Everyone went to bed. Everyone went to bed. My baby brother, the house help, and then my big brother was just in his room, like watching movies. He used to sleep late back then. Like, late was, you can't even understand what late is, but he used to sleep late. So I finished watching TV. It's already midnight. I'm like, then I have to go to bed, otherwise tomorrow you won't wake up at all. So I packed up my things and whatnot, took them to the room, closed the TV, and went to the bathroom, to ease myself before I pee on the bed during the night. So I went to the bathroom, and little did I know that the bathroom was a little bit wet, guys. It was just a little bit, to the point that your eyes could easily miss it, but then like you can feel your sandals actually slipping. But wetness is everywhere. Like, the ground can be wet, like you don't care, you don't really care. So I came out of the bathroom, I came back to the sitting room, and back then our house was big and it was made of tiles everywhere, and tiles are the most slippery and dangerous thing you could ever try to fall on. So I came back to the sitting room. I don't know why I came back to the sitting room, because if I hadn't come back to the sitting room, possibly I would have avoided dislocating my knee. I came back to the sitting room, I don't know for what reason. So I bent down to pick something. I don't remember what. I think it was on the chair or whatever. So as I was bending, guys, I just had this crack. Like, it was the most massive crack I've ever had. Nothing can compare to that crack. All of a sudden, I feel myself falling backwards instead of forward. I don't know what happened, guys. I just had a crack and then I fell backwards. And the next thing my brain was managing to register was the pain. Oh my God, guys. I am down. I'm in pain. I'm panicking. I start screaming like bloody murder. I start screaming my big brother's name, because he's the only one I know. Back then all the names disappeared, and he's the only one I could have relied on. So I start screaming, and the house was really big. His room was like all the way that side, and the sitting room is all the way this side. So like, you have to scream in order for someone to know that you're calling them. I start screaming. I'm screaming. And then he comes, I'm screaming his name, of course. He comes into the sitting room, then he's like, what's wrong? Why are you on the floor? He's not understanding. And usually I'm a drama queen. So like it takes him long, to understand. Guys, I couldn't even talk because my head was shaking. Oh my god. So I tell him, I'm frantic right now. I'm on the floor. He's not understanding me. So I tell him, I think something is wrong with my knee. Look at my knee. Look at my right knee. He's like, what? There's nothing wrong with your knee. Get up. I'm like, please, I'm begging you, look at my knee. Guys, I'm in pain. I'm crying. I'm frantic. I don't even know what's going on. But I'm begging to be understood at this point. So I tell him one more time and I shout the instruction. I'm like, look at my right knee. He sees the right knee, guys. Oh, that guy almost collapsed. In fact, he was so shocked that my being frantic seemed so little. He was that shocked, guys. Oh my god. So, sorry, I'm adjusting this. Yeah. So, he looks at the knee, he's shocked and everything. And I could tell that it's really bad. I refuse to look at the knee because I know it's like some kind of position which is awkward. It's very awkward. So, he just keeps quiet. He lifts me up from the ground and then he puts me on the sofa. Right then and there, he starts. He starts making phone calls. It's midnight, guys. It's almost 1 a.m. He starts making phone calls to my mom, to my uncle, to like everyone in the world. Like he was just making phone calls. Then all of a sudden he comes back. He comes back and then he's like, and he's talking on phone to my mom. He's like, yeah, the knee is really bad. Like he's in front of me, he's talking, and I refuse to look at my knee the whole time because I know if I look at it, I might have just passed out, right? So my mom, I hear her over the phone. My mom is also panicking. She's giving the guy instructions like, take this girl, put her in the car, take her to Mengo Hospital. She needs medical attention right now. Like the loyal brother that he is and the loyal guy that he is, he listens to mom. He goes to his room to try and dress up and everything. Now by then, everyone in the house was awake. My baby brother. Sorry, Jamal, I disrupted your sleep. And then the house help. Then they're all just looking at me as if I am some kind of monument. I don't even know what, guys. So he put me on the couch in a very, very uncomfortable position, right? I was lying down. The pillow is this side. I don't know what. Then my knee was really bad. But then I decided to have strength. I told the house help, I'm like, please, gently help me lift my leg up and then put it straight. Lift it from this position and put it straight to that position. Gently. So she did what she could. She was also scared, but I had to strengthen myself and I had to like reassure her that it's okay. So as she was doing that, in the process of lifting my leg from this position to that, the knee popped back into place. Woo! 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 I was so happy. Like I felt it like push. It came back into place. I was just really so happy. I called my brother. I'm like, oh my god, the knee is back into place. And he saw it was into place, but then he's like, can you walk? That was another question that my body had to answer. Because he was talking to my mom, and then my mom is like, okay, that's good that the knee is back into place. Mom asked him to ask me, can I walk? I couldn't, guys. I couldn't. Okay, so I've come to the point whereby I cannot walk, I cannot stand, and the knee is freaking swollen. So as planned, my brother gets me, he puts me in the car, he literally just throws me in the car. Big bro, I hope you're watching this. So he just puts me in the car, and then at like 1 a.m, it's already 1 a.m. or something, we are driving to Mengo Hospital. We reach Mengo Hospital, and it's dark. Of course, it's night. People are at home, and patients are in their wards. So it was very difficult to kind of get a medical personnel. So my brother goes in, he brings out a wheelchair, and then he puts me on the wheelchair, and then he takes me inside. And then we found this very, very, very lousy doctor. Lousy. Lousy, lousy, lousy. So then the doctor starts speaking like this. And this is a real truth from that doctor, the way I'm going to talk right now. So the doctor is like, hey, so you dislocated your knee, eh? Oh, sorry. Brother. Now he's talking to my brother. He's like, brother, help me and carry her and put her on the hospital bed. Doctor, by the way, I hope you're watching this. Seriously. Then he's like, brother, help me and carry this girl and you put her on the hospital bed. Like all this while, even the way he's talking is nagging. Oh my god. So my brother carries me to on the hospital bed, and then the doctor cannot be more obvious at this point. Then he's like, so you're feeling pain, eh? Excuse me? Did I not just tell you that the knee was dislocated? Of course I'm feeling pain. What the hell? Then I'm like, yes, I am feeling pain. But this time I'm really angry, but I'm also in pain. Then he's like, oh, okay. At this time I'm going to bring the diclofenac injection, and then I inject you. I'm like, just do it, please. Please take me out of this pain. This guy could not have been any more annoying. So he brings the injection and then injects me like right around the thigh, the inner thigh. And then within some few minutes, yeah, I start feeling a little bit of relief. Then he tells my brother, brother, you take her that side where they do x-ray, to that side of the hospital. Okay. Okay. As long as I'm getting out of here, because, man, he was really nagging at that point. So, my big brother, he put me back on the wheelchair. Salute to my big brother. Like, he was with me the whole time. Like, I can't even believe. So he puts me on the wheelchair, takes me all the way the other side of where the x-rays are being carried. He puts me on the x-ray bed. They take an x-ray of my knee, and then that x-ray specialist says that the knee is back into position, yes, because as it was being carried, it came back into position. But then what I need to do is elevate the leg, take painkillers, massage it, and then exercise the leg so that the knee will kind of strengthen back itself. And he was very quick, he was very efficient, he wasn't dragging his words. And then I felt like, okay, I felt accomplished by that moment. I'm like, yeah, you are the kind of doctor that maybe I would want to be, guys. But I was saying that in my heart, right? By this is my late grandmother. Yeah, anyways. So after I finished that was just like, now I think it was approaching 3 a.m. So it was just short with him, with the x-ray guy. Then my big brother puts me back into the car, and then we go home. And then all the while, of course, he was informing my mom of the progress, guys. And that was just the story of how I dislocated my knee back in 2017. It healed up quite well, but it took like 6 weeks. Yeah, and now I'm fine because that was 2017. But wait up for the story of when I dislocated my knee last year again.